how do you think today's engineers should rethink their skill set?
The changing perspective of the software field, the software engineer should also be adapting new things that are coming along. As the system or the software evolves or more AI-powered systems develop, organizations and different projects have been evolving to use AI-powered tools. So, for example, integrating AI-powered development assistances or the tools that assist development of the web applications or the whatever the fields that they are working on. So we should be concentrating on the new things that are coming up every day.
Hi everyone and welcome to TechTalks with TFN. This is Akansha Dimri, the founder and editor-in-chief of Tech Funding News, who brings you a new conversation with the minds shaping the future of technology every week. In this episode, we have Saleem Shaik, a seasoned software engineer whose journey spans from Tech Mahindra to THD, where he's leading innovations in AI automation and backend architecture. The new job descriptions for engineers are changing fast from traditional IT to AI driven, and Saleem is here with us today to tell us all about that. So grab your coffee and get ready for an insightful conversation with Saleem Shaik right here on Tech Talks with TFN. Welcome Saleem, how are you feeling today?
Thank you. I'm all right. Yeah, excited to share my journey and experiences.
Lovely. Just for our viewers, could you please tell us about your fascinating journey at Tech Mahindra and also about your background? Could you just walk us through your career, how it evolved over the years?
I started my professional journey like many young graduates back then, eager and curious about the world of technology. So in 2013, right after my graduation in computer science, I joined Tech Mahindra as an associate software engineer. I started working with small features, working around Java 7 and JSF frameworks, which are kind of like very old for current generation, but they were used that time to develop web applications. That time my focus was fixing bugs and maintaining small features. I still remember how I felt when something I did worked really well, and then the positive feedback that I got. Those moments truly motivated me early in my career. At the time I was a kind of bachelor and spent a lot of time in office learning and experimenting and pushing myself to deliver better results. I used to work in shifts to earn a little bit extra. But what I gained was far more valuable. The opportunity to collaborate and communicate with the people who were actually working at the client locations that helped me to grow personally and professionally as well. I was fortunate to have supportive project managers and seniors who guided me and provided me with opportunities and allow me to take responsibilities as well. Over time, I transitioned into more support-based roles. I got the deeper understanding of the architectures and third-party integrations to the web-based applications, also along with the client business operations. So in 2016, I got an opportunity to move to UK and work on site for our client TAB Trader Services, which is based in Trafford Park in Manchester, and that was as a support lead. So the move was a turning point both professionally and personally for me. In that role, I managed to support activities related to full stack development. I later worked on different projects which span complete software development lifecycle process. I worked as an on-site coordinator, development lead, guiding the offshore development teams. That experience actually gave me exposure to the entire software development lifecycle. So from requirements gathering to estimations to the design, development, testing and delivery of the projects. That also helped me to gain a deeper understanding of the domain knowledge, how to design the applications that are more user-friendly and business-focused. So I also got opportunity to directly speak to the people who uses those applications or features that we use to develop for the clients. And that actually changed my perspective on the development side of the projects, where my focus became more user-centric application development kind of thing. Experience completely changed my perspective on development and problem-solving things. And later I became part of the client's digital transformation initiatives, helping migrate legacy systems to a modern Spring Boot-based backend architectures. So during that period, I also was doing a Scrum Master role for a few projects, which strengthened my leadership, communication, and collaboration skills as well. So today I'm continuing my journey with TH Infinity as a focused backend development resource, digital transformation, and building scalable and high-performance systems that create really business values and enhance customer experience. So alongside my professional career, I also volunteer for AbilityNet, where I help senior citizens and people with disabilities use digital devices and assistive technologies. Yeah, it's been a truly rewarding experience that allows me to use my technical skills to make technology more inclusive and accessible.
That's wonderful. You have an array of experience, is what I can tell. And for the past decade, you have been there all around. And this is a very good point that you highlighted, that you're doing something for inclusive tech and inclusive AI. So I can see that you worked a lot with AI. So when do you first realize about AI, which is like around everywhere, that it's going to reshape backend development?
In TH Infinity, we were the early adopters of AI technologies, and we've been experimenting with AI across multiple areas, not just a single project or something like that. So for example, we have integrated AI-powered tools directly to our IDEs to automate complex development processes, which really helps speed up the workflows and reduce repetitive tasks. On the operation sides as well, we used AI to monitoring systems more effectively and reduce manual interventions. For example, email notifications for common issues are now automated, freeing up our team to more focus on the critical tasks. On the business side, we have leveraged ML algorithms to predict customer engagement. So during this time, I felt like the AI is going to be performing a major role in how the business are going to design, develop, or maintain their systems. So that was the point where I thought so this is gonna be the future now.
Yeah, I think all of us did. And there has been a shift in the traditional software engineering role. It has evolved, of course, in the past 5 years, and also very recently with AI implementations coming in everyday tools. So how do you see the next 5 years? How is it going to evolve with you, especially training Scrum Masters and also so much experience around technical background? So how do you see it evolve in next 5 years?
We see the last decade or last 5 years. So people used to develop the web applications, and obviously the web application kind of helped users more. So because more people used to use the internet at that time, and people who worked on the IT fields concentrated on developing the web applications mainly for the users of the internet. And now as AI is getting more focused, and the users are now being aware of what AI is being used for, so software engineers are also going to learn how to integrate or how to create more use cases related to the AI technology, so that they can target the people who are interested to experiment or use AI in their daily tasks.
And how do you think today's engineers should rethink their skill set?
The changing perspective of the software field, the software engineer should also be adapting new things that are coming along. As the system or the software evolves, or more AI-powered systems develop, organizations and different projects have been evolving to use AI-powered tools. So, for example, integrating AI-powered development assistances or the tools that assist development of the web applications or whatever the fields that they are working on. So we should be concentrating on the new things that are coming up every day, and what are the changes that are shaping the next generation of the software engineering. Those are all points should be noted and concentrated and then carefully monitored, so that we will be in alignment with what is changing and keep improving ourselves. So keep learning the new tech that are being introduced by the people.
Yes. And are there any new tools or technologies you think will define the next wave of backend engineering?
I mean, we have started with ChatGPT. Now everybody knows ChatGPT. There are other tools on top of the ChatGPT and also they are related to different fields. So for example, if you see the example of the Roo code, which is kind of like a AI tool that helps people in their development basically. So if you integrate Roo code, which is kind of like a AI tool that actually automatically create the code for the module or feature that you want to work. So if you can just upload or integrate the Roo code tool to your IDE, and if you provide the project and its context to it, it will actually write the unit test cases or the new feature that needs to be developed. It can automatically do it for you. So that's kind of like one of the example. But there are many other tools that can actually do interesting stuff to help everyone in their day-to-day tasks.
Today I learned something new. It was about the Pam map. So basically you can just create custom maps by putting a prompt. So that was something new which I learned today.
Tools are kind of based on language models. For example, refining the output based on the input that you provide to the system. These are all kind of like basic models. So like it'll take the input and then it'll get the language model, give you output, and then they'll redefine or refactor the output and provide you the refactored outputs. The other things are like there are complex tools which actually does, like for example, auto-completing the code work, so auto-completing the jobs. There are a lot of complex systems as well.
Yeah, that's true. I totally understand that, and I'm trying to learn one every day. But coming on to your next segment, you have mentored a lot of graduate students, student engineers or graduate engineers, and also led Scrum teams. So how do you nurture AI literacy within your team right now? Tell us about your team right now as well.
I work on a team of 12 people, and we have graduates also, and they are kind of like so the younger people are more kind of tech savvy compared to people of previous generations, because they have grown up using the advanced tools. They're also highly career focused. The enthusiasm is a huge advantage. It also comes with challenges. I believe it's important to support them when they struggle, to try to understand the complex topics and tasks. If they don't get that guidance, they can feel stressed or lose interest and may give up. And at the same time, young engineers should also be allowed to make mistakes, whereas the senior engineers are not. So when some young engineers do mistakes, they can be rectified or can be guided. But if it's been done by a senior engineer, it doesn't actually looks good or something. Because experimentation and learning from failures are crucial for growth. So unlike senior engineers, they have space to try and fail and iterate, which helps them build confidence and practical problem-solving skills. So mentorship is about more than just teaching technical skills. It's about inspiring curiosity, providing guidance, and creating a safe environment for learning, but balancing support with autonomy. So we can help young people or young engineers grow into capable, innovate, and confident professionals by guiding them through the right process.
That's so true. I completely agree with that. Saleem, you come from a South Asian background, is what I understand. So, what other unique strengths do South Asian engineers bring to the global tech? Technical depth, adaptability, problem-solving mindset. Are these only among few, or are there more?
South Asian or Southeast Asians, especially if you consider, because I'm from India, I can say the Indian people are hardworking. So I can say that actually not only make them reliable, and it also actually comes up with great artisan skills which is kind of like when they actually do the hard working, they are spending more time on that one, and they are actually becoming highly skilled on that particular part. So it's kind of a true, like if you consider with the western side of the engineers and eastern side of engineers, the difference is like western side, they are better managers, kind of better innovators. So it doesn't mean Southeast people or South Asian people are not innovative, but they are more kind of like artisans along with innovation as well. As an example, we have Joho CRM platform, which comes from the India. If you consider the resource cost and pricing models also, so they are much cheaper compared to the Western models, because you get a bit cheaper labor in Asian countries compared to the Western. Even the Western countries doing greater investments in South Asian countries to encourage the people from the Asians countries, because they are first good engineers and they really work hard, they are reliable, so that makes more investment to the South Asian countries.
Talking about advices for the aspiring engineers, there are many young engineers from India who dream to work at international tech firms.
True.
So what's that one piece of practical advice you would give them?
If anyone from India has got an opportunity to involve in a project that has an international exposure, then I would say like definitely get it involved in one way or the other, because that will not only give them opportunity to work on different technology or the evolving technology, that actually gives them the exposure to understand how the people from different culture backgrounds actually collaborate to achieve a single target or the single goal. I would say every engineer who has an opportunity to get involved in any of the international projects, just get it involved. So in TH Infinity we have 3 core values, which are kind of like show up, dig in, and get it done. So show up is kind of like taking the responsibility or being present, though people find difficult to even show up because of the severity of the issue or the problem that is involved. It will not be that much complex than we think. So it might be a simpler solution or the simpler issue compared to the one that we first think. So I would say first show up and then dig in. So initially when you see a new problem or new issue or the production issue, obviously you don't have an idea of what that is. When you get familiar with it and when you try to understand the issue, and then you'll start digging in, and the more that you start digging in, the more clear the issue becomes to you, and it'll be clearer the more efforts that you put to understand the issue, the more easier it becomes to them, and then get it done. So once you understand the issue, once you have actually taken the responsibility of the issue, and once you have dig deeper into understanding of the different parts of the issue, then you will understand what to do, and then it's your responsibility to get it done. Also, I would say, like, if you are trained to a technology, then it's your responsibility to use it when it is needed. A person who's actually expert in AI tool can only optimize the tasks if it can be done using the AI, but the person who doesn't know the AI tool, he can't actually use AI, or he doesn't know if he can even optimize the work or not. But as a person who's aware of the technology that can actually optimize the task, it's a responsibility to use it and not just learn and keep it. I would say young engineers should actually try to use and be responsible and show up, dig in, get it done.
Those are some great tips. Show up, get it done, be responsible, and keep learning. This brings us to a rapid fire section, something I didn't tell you about because we like to get instant reprise for this.
Right.
So I'll just start. I hope you're excited.
Fingers crossed.
So, one tech trend you think is overhyped?
this is a tricky question, you know the answer, and you want me to tell you the answer. So
why not? You're the expert over here.
right. Okay, if you see, there's a two faces to a coin. So for example, beauty is in the eyes of beholder. So it's kind of like the thing. So we can say AI as most hyped, but also there is another part of it. The people who actually didn't touch the AI yet, they obviously feel like, why people are actually hyping AI everywhere I see AI. It's also true for some of the people who kind of like develop something for the sake of developing using AI, because it's kind of like trendy at the moment. If you see it in a perspective, like there is an actual need of AI, and it's been implemented, and that's where it's get more used or useful. But if you think AI is very trendy now, so why can't I develop something with the AI and then I'll push it to the users? That's not going to work. And that's why most of the people think like, because they can see a lot of AI products nowadays they're kind of like rapidly growing up in the market, and that's why people think AI is over pushed to them. Obviously they're gonna be people who use AI just to build for the fun, but there are real use cases also that AI is helping out. So for example, if you see the ChatGPT, if it is not developed or overhyped, yeah, obviously the statistics says themselves how many people use ChatGPT now around the world. Do you use ChatGPT for your tasks or any kind of AI?
Yeah, I have Google Gemini.
There you go.
So because so it helps me in email sometimes, especially in a sales email, because we get around 60 to 70 sales
you see,
inbounds every
yeah, if
day.
you think is
I think not me personally, but some of my team does. I control people not to use ChatGPT because we are writers.
No, there is a different thing there. So the sense, like I said, there are two faces of a coin. So if you consider writers, they write their own stories. That's good, and that's how they should do. But they use AI to improve what they have written. For example, you don't actually get an idea of a word that you thought like one word I need to get, and it's not actually coming up to my mind. Then if you ask ChatGPT what's the best word to suit a particular scenario, it may actually give you some suggestions and you might actually use it. It's not like copying the entire. So for example, just inputting like, hey ChatGPT or hey Gemini, can you write me an article on something, and can you write me an article about a restaurant, how the food is. You should not be doing that, because it's your responsibility, your personal experience. You need to write an article, but you can use AI to optimize the thing that you have written, either correcting it grammatically or because so if you have to correct it grammatically and you have to get someone who's actually works as a translator or correcting the articles, they need to be reviewed by someone, which he might be charging for around more than £100 or £50 for just reviewing the article. But if you put that article into an AI and ask it to review it and give some suggestions, it might actually give it for free for you. So that's where the AI can be useful. Instead of you asking AI to write the whole article for you, you can ask AI, if my idea that I've written, can you suggest something better, or can you check if the grammatically correct my article is or not. So that's why it will be useful.
I understand your point. It is an assistant for sure, and as I said, that yes, it is good for sales email. It's very helpful because we get so many random emails and we have to sift through that which ones are real or not, and then it's a bit helpful for us on socials. But using it as a dictionary or for pronouns or synonyms, I feel Like if a copy is written using ChatGPT as an editor, I can like literally read everything, which
Yeah, you can identify whether it is written by an AI agent or the actual person. But as the AI agents are developing or evolving further, they are getting, intelligent more and more, and it'll be hard for humans to identify.
It will always be an assistant that is.
But the thing is, like, there is a problem with how the AI companies actually using the data for improving their systems, which is not good. So they should not be storing the data that we shared them, to actually asking them to revise or correct it. They may actually store the data that we have provided them without our knowledge. That should not be the case. That actually comes into the, what do they say, license, or the copyright license. Yeah,
copyright license. Yes. One coding tool you can't live without.
One coding tool.
Yeah,
so RuCode.
Okay, great. And if you could rebuild one part of the internet from scratch, what would that be?
Part of internet. Oh, that's not rapid fire. It is asking me to think. So if I had to
maybe
build
Facebook.
Why would I rebuild Facebook? No, Facebook is so if you see, obviously I don't want to develop Facebook again, because that's been already developed fine and it's going well. So why would I be developing it again?
Okay, one sentence of advice for the engineers of 2030, maybe.
2030. Show up, dig it, get it done.
Cool, and be responsible with AI, I guess, and
True.
Automation and robots. I just saw a robot from a Norway company which is now becoming a housemaid very soon, and you could buy it like from 25k to 44k. That is the price range, so it's quite interesting.
I mean, it's getting involved in all aspects of human life, soon evolve more. And it's not I think it's still at the early stage of introducing that into the human life cycle, but in future, definitely 2030 we might see housemaids as AI robots as housemaids.
Replaced.
Could be.
Perfect. So it was lovely talking to you, Saleem, from Tech Mahindra days to THD, from robots to AI, from advice to everything around South Asian community and engineering talent. And this shows that the best engineer don't just adapt to change, but they build it. So thank you so much for everyone who tuned into this particular episode on Tech Talks with TFN with me, that is Akansha Timuri, and also Saleem. And wait for the next one to come soon.